Okay. This has orientation is locked. Rotate device back. So I had it the other way and it was sideways, and now that I'm putting it this way, hold on. But I've had it the other way, and it just wouldn't play ball with me. Let's see what happens now if I put it. Okay, I'm just going to leave it portrait wise. It's not happy. When I do it the other way, it'll go that way, which is in the video above. So I'm just going to do it like this, like you do on TikTok, and I need somebody to here to help me out with doing all the fine tuning of all these devices. I know how to record, I know how to edit in the CapCut, and I know how to upload. After that, I don't know too much. Welcome again to Elvis Monday, and we are talking about this album here from Elvis in Memphis, and it's just an absolutely fantastic album. Hold on a sec now. I am going to go over and get the magnifying glass. So hold on. Have a look at the posters behind me. And hold on now. I have to I had all this set up. I have to set it up again. Hold on now. Dead air. But have a look at the Beatles, Pink Floyd, Band Aid. Now, we're back again. And yes, and the Police. And if it's Elvis Monday, we have to have the man in the background as well. So, and we have Frank Zappa as well. So all the good stuff. So now, we're talking about this Elvis album. And if you're an Elvis fan, you will know about this album. But if you're not an Elvis fan, you might not know about this album. And it's a kind of hidden gem in amongst all the 60 albums that Elvis produced in his lifetime. It's kind of there for you to find and go, wow. And that's exactly what this album is. It's an absolutely fantastic album to have in your collection. It's a double album. Still haven't gotten around to picking up the albums after falling. So it's there. 2 albums. Back in Memphis. And I think the original album that this was in was a live album and a studio album called Vegas, from Memphis to Vegas, back in Memphis. And that's why it's called that. And these are 2 absolute gems of an album to have in your collection. And you should get this one, studio album number 1, studio album number 2, and studio album number 3, and you'll have you have the best 3 Elvis studio albums right there. And you have the start, and then you have the middle, just at the start of the 60s before the Beatles came along, and this is at the end of the 60s, and after Elvis had met the Beatles. And Hey Jude is actually on it. And just a little note about this album. I discovered that Elvis met his hero, Roy Hamilton, on January 22nd, and Billy Preston entered the Apple Studios on January 22nd at the same date. And that, of course, is the year I was born. So that's January 22nd, 1969. So, yeah, that's kind of a small little footnote. Another interesting footnote about this is this guitar here is it's one of his session men's guitar. The producers thought Elvis might look cool on it. He does play it. And it's a hair bringer, a hair stop. I'm after forgetting the name of it. It's uh, a Viking too. I forget the first half of it. It's something like they used to make accordions. I'm getting flustered now. A hay bringer. I think it's not. Nah, I'm after. The name won't come to me, but it is a the same guitar that same make guitar that Frank Zappa would play in his Mother of Inventions Day. Viking 12 is what I'll call it for a H Viking 12 because I can't think of the first part of the name. I will just call it a H Viking 12, and you can Google it and you will get it. But Elvis and Zappa played the same guitar, and Zappa had a session man that was on this album as well, called Ted Tetoska. I think I'm pronouncing his name right, and he ended up on the Lumpy Gravy album as well. But you're not here about Frank Zappa, you're here about Elvis. It is Elvis Monday. I'll read you out the song Cracks. It is wearing that loved on look, only the strong survive. I'll hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms. Long black limousine, it keeps right on a hurtin'. I'm moving on, the power of my love, gentle on my mind. I saw Glenn Campbell sing that live in a place called Cork and at a stadium called Park Equive, and he put on a fantastic show. And Glenn also played the bagpipes, and he played Mulligan Tire and Amazing Grace as well. And he did his Rhinestone Cowboy song as well. And everyone was shouting for that one. It was one of the first concerts I ever went to. After that, it was After Loving You. True Love Travels on a Gravel Road. Any Day Now and In the Ghetto. And then we have the bonus tracks. I'll Be There, Hey Jude, I'm a Fool for Loving You, and Who Am I? And an absolutely gem, masterpiece of an album. And again, Elvis fans know about it. If you're new to Elvis, you might not know about it. So you will soon discover what you call it, this album when you're getting into this stuff. And I highly, highly recommend it. The songs that are on the second album, Back in Memphis, you have the original album, and then you have the bonus songs, or what they call here the original mono singles masters. And for my money's worth, the mono sounds better than the original master of the album. That's on the second album. So you have Back in Memphis, Inherit the Wind, This is the Story, Stranger in My Hometown, A Little Bit of Green, and The Grass Won't Pay No Mind. Two different songs, although the titles flow into each other. Then you have do you know who I am? From a Jack to a King. The fair is moving on. Without love, there is nothing. And the bonus songs are as follows: In the Ghetto, Any Day Now, The fair is moving on. Suspicious Minds, You Think of Me, Don't Cry Daddy, Rubbernecking, Kentucky Rain, My Little Friend, and Mama Like the Roses. And these are just fantastic. This is a brilliant, brilliant album to get. So it is the Digipack series that we're exploring, and there's 11 Digipacks, all double albums, so you'll have 22 albums if you have the whole set. If you also have this album or box set, a book set, you'll have this album as well. And this is a fantastic book box set to get. And what it is all the 60s albums without the soundtracks and without the gospel albums. This is what Elvis's catalog looks like, minus the gospel songs and minus the movie songs. And it's a gem of a box set to get. There's 5 CDs. We'll do a review of this after we've gone through the 22 albums in the 11 Digipack series. You can also get another version of this album like that. And the bonus songs are at the end of the album, not all over the place like in the second album in this series, and very affordable. You can pick it up on eBay anywhere between £3 and £7, and highly recommended. And you can also get it in this box set, and there we go, and it is in here somewhere. No, there it is. And this is the album without the bonus tracks in it, and or sorry, on it, and it's just fantastic. And this is a nice collection to have as well. Whole lot of the King, all in the one box right there. And yeah, that's it. I what call it? You normally do these videos; they're about 10 minutes long, 12 minutes long. We're going to do the same again. So I think it's portrait way to go live like on TikTok. And if I do the phone this way, it comes up the other way. So we meet in the middle and we'll do it a portrait way so far. So thank you for all the views. Thank you for all the comments. I love hearing your musical journeys in the comments below, and we will do the same thing again tomorrow on Beatles Tuesday, and we will be looking at Beatles for sale in the 2009 Digipack. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thank you. Um, how do we? How do I cut off this thing?